Monday, August 28th, 10:45 a.m. New York time. Good morning. This is a review of my day trading scalps on the S&P 500 futures. Looking here on the desktop trading platform, Thinkorswim, now owned by Charles Schwab, which themselves is having financial problems. Charles Schwab posted that article on Patreon. So we're looking here at 6 grids. Top left grid is the daily. Top center is the 4-hour. Top right is the 1 hour. Bottom left I have is the 1 minute. Bottom center is 15 minutes. The bottom right is 5 minutes. This is one of my charts screens I have open during my day trade. It's a top down, so I can look at several time frames. What's the current candlestick pattern and where we're going into prior key levels I'm looking at. Yep. So I'll show you looking here on the first on the daily. Before the market started, I looked at this and I knew, again, this is what's trading right now. This is the current daily candle screen. Took out the high of Friday. So I already knew pre-trading, we had that big impulse move up. That was last week, and I labeled my midpoint. So no potential area to be concerned about in there. We have a gap down here. This hasn't been filled. Then on the 4-hour, I'd label the high and low of the prior 4-hour candle before the new one started. So I knew potential, the ceiling level, the supply area, demand zone. Also here on the 1 hour, say I labeled the high and low. It was earlier back here, the high and low. So I know where the high and low was. And if it's a big candle, such as this one, that was a big 1 hour candle, I labeled midpoint. So I knew about that too. On a 15-minute chart, zoom out a little bit. I did not label this morning my Asian session and London session because most of it was here in a consolidation phase. But I did label my overnight low. Oops, let me zoom out some more. See yellow horizontal line. I would label my overnight low, overnight high. Again, this was all done before I started my trading. And then I labeled the prior day high, these yellow horizontal lines. Yeah. Let's take it into the 1 minute chart, which I'm day trading scalping off of. But again, you can see what I'm doing here. Higher levels is where I'm labeling key levels. So on the 1 minute charts on the S&P 500 futures, again, it was interesting this morning like it was last week because there were some key levels, including volume, that was showing me bullish bias. So it's 7 o'clock when I'm looking at my desk, my chart. These 1 minute candles, that green candle here, the high of a trend, extremely high volume. Very impressive. Again, meaning a lot of trading occurring at the high of a trend. Then we had sell-off. Again, one considered that sell-off on lower volume likely is going to retest that high. And then the 1 hour came, like I said, label that low. Going forward, let's get closer to 735. 735 made that high up there. Extremely above average volume. Okay, I'm telling myself, yep, look for a potential retest to that. Again, leaving more bullish bias this morning. Again, we're making higher lows. The trend was up and higher highs. Here around 750, another extreme high above average volume at a high, which just happens to be that 4-hour high of earlier. And then what happens there? Again, sell-off. So these huge volumes, and then we have sell-offs off of them. Retracements. Going forward. Oh, if I didn't mention this, sorry. I took 8 trades this morning. 6 of the trades were long, aka bullish. 2 of the trades were short, aka bearish. I had 7 winning trades and 1 loser. The loser was the long. So all my shorts were winners and only 1 loser on the long, which again were 6 longs. Here's my first trade I took. 857. It's a breakout. Zoom in some more. Yeah, because we took out that high. Again, I'm thinking there's a lot of traders here short. They're going to get a short squeeze. So I'm looking for that breakout. Took that long. Held it. Then 757. We started to have that retracement. So consolidation. Look at that. Then we had again, I got in at 757. Come 8 o'clock is a new 1 hour candle. So I labeled the low of the 1 hour as well as the high. And going forward, look at this. Oops. Take a little bit slower. Back a little bit, apologize. So there's a demand zone here. Buyers holding this in. Again, we took out that high, that 4 hour candle. I mean, that 4 hour high right there. I'm going to get rid of that in a minute. Oh, let me get rid of that now. So that's where, again, I liked it. I got long. After I got long, a few minutes later, we popped up, taking out the overnight high, which is good. I'm still not long, thank goodness, because it was consolidation phase. It wasn't dumping. And look at that, big move up, huge volume. And my trade got closed there. I had a working order and I closed it, but I adjusted a few times to move it up a little bit more to lock in more gains. And that was nice big explosion move up. Good, huge volume. That was the first long. Again, huge volume at the highs. We're doing retracement. Want to expect that. But I'm still expecting these highs to be retested sometime again. Here we go. This was the prior day's high, that yellow horizontal line, and also that yellow rectangle here is midpoint, that big key midpoint area. That's the 1 hour midpoint, drawn off that 1 hour candle. This is 1H, 1 hour. So I know up there a potential resistance supply area, again, temporarily. Going forward. We're testing this, they're trying to chip away on it. That high. Prior day's high. Boom. Boom. Broke above it. Went long. So yellow arrow right there went long. So I broke above it in strength. Now I did this trade at 825, just before the top, 825. And 825, when I did that trade, such a big move up so fast that the trade started moving up a little bit more. My order, oops. There we go. Want to remove this. So that 1 minute was so fast up. I got closed out during that 1 minute for profit. But again, it moved so fast, I didn't have time to adjust it. To wish I had moved up my target price for some more. Again, I want to keep it tight because you have these fast spikes. So I don't regret closing that trade and making it for profit. It's just, again, I missed out of moving it higher for more gains. So again, so fast, all in that 1 minute, in seconds. Bought it on that breakout and closed it. Because again, you see what happened here on these breakouts, these retracements. So let's go forward a little bit more, slowly. Huge volume up here. Extremely bullish on these highs. This, oops. Because this was that 1 hour. Let me consider taking that off a bit. No, I guess I'll leave it. Now we have that 4 hour high right there. Again, that was drawn off the 4 hour candle. So I'm looking for that potentially retest it. And we're having, again, huge volume on this high. See how huge volume high, but we didn't have that retracement. So again, even more bullish because again, most of these highs earlier were high volume highs. We're selling off for these. The highs will continue going higher, giving me more bullish bias. So the 1 hour formed, see, it's consolidation. It was 9 o'clock a.m., 0900. So half an hour before the New York Stock Exchange closed, before the stock market opens. This is the futures. So between 9 a.m. and 9:30, we're having a tighter consolidation, less volatility. And then we see again that 4 hour candle being retested here again. Broke above it. I took the trade. And broke above it. Now, this was foolish of me. I'm sorry. That was not my trade. No. I labeled this because it had the extreme high volume. Let me remove that purple line too. Maybe I should take these lines off and just, again, stick with the circles. Again, I labeled this because it had that extreme high volume. I was thinking, okay, that's going to get retested again. And you see momentarily, that was foolish of me to draw that 5 minute because I should have stuck to like my higher time frames. So I was leaning more bullish bias again, looking for potential breakout on that, which was silly of me, again, wrong. Should have used a higher time frame. And going forward, here, went long, 928, because we had that breakout. That was the high volume had that breakout. And oops. And then it smacked down, and I took a loss. Yep. My setup, what I was looking to do, was wrong on that again because of the time frame. Yep. Not the time being that it was the market opening. Again, I got in here at 928 and the trade closed at 930. Even though when I took that down, I still was above green for the day, thank goodness, because I rode that other one longer. Again, that was really disappointing. I was thinking maybe just stop for the day, keep the gains I had. Yeah, my tenants. Again, lesson learned. Remove that. That was, again, didn't work for me. Maybe for some other people, that was just wrong getting it on that smaller time frame. So zoom in some more. Then I went long here. So with this inside candle form here on the 1 minute, I saw this consolidation here, and I knew again that was that pre-high. We took it out. So I was looking again for momentum and this nice breakout. I took the long here. This long was 932, and it closed there for my profits. So fast, within like less than 2 minutes. It's a big fast move. So here, coming up to 935, we have that 1 hour high here, and then 1 hour low here. That purple horizontal lines representing that. I have here that red candle, and I waited for it to break out. Once it broke above it, I went long. When it broke out, it went so fast. You're going to see that in a moment. My trade got closed during the same minute. There we go. So when I got long, again, it was on the break above here, and then it closed pretty quick within the same minute, but very quick within the same minute. It was for profits. It was just so fast. Thank goodness it closed, because look at that. Then it went down, rotated hard. So again, learn my lesson. First here, sure, if I got it a few seconds earlier here, again, that was all wrong setup. Forget about that one. But again, this was good. Just like I expected, the bullish bias, nice. And then I was seeing this retracement, consolidation, almost went long here. I was waiting for this to get done, but when it got done, I was like, oh, I think it's a fake out. I don't like that candle pattern, a huge sell-off. Was looking to go long there. I did not go long there. I saw this consolidation. I said, you know what? If we break below here, the bottom of that tail, I'm going short. Again, this had nothing to do with these 1 hour, 4 hour daily lines, nothing. It was just a candlestick pattern. Candlestick pattern was the red trend, bearish trend, consolidation, looking for a break on that bottom of that tail. And that's what happened. Went short real fast, closed it for profits. Nice. Panic selling there too. Thank goodness it was in and out. And then look what happened. Went reversed. Again, this is scalping. This is how you're going to do it on the, well, this is how I do it in the fast trades. Again, not staying there for long duration because it's scalping. So close that. That was nice. I think that was my first short. Then what happened? Again, retracement. So here, all this, I think, still at 1 hour. Yep. No, that's the 4 hour. So if I didn't mention that on the, look at the 4 hour chart here. So on that Friday, big 4 hour candle down, I also labeled midpoint there. Like I said, on the 1 hour. So this was real important to me, this midpoint, because I was thinking panic selling Friday, consolidation, retracement up here and looking for areas to be trading short when it gets in that golden area. So back here on the 1 minute, that's what all this is. All this golden area zone is in that 4 hour midpoint of that big 4 hour candle on Friday. Yep. So again, here, when I saw this rejection on that price here again, I went short here, retracement, leaning more bearish bias up here. Saw that from up here, sell off, and I almost went short here. I hesitated, so I didn't go quick enough. If I did, I probably would have gotten out of that candle, but my thought was, okay, when it breaks below here, so I got short in here. When it broke below here, it was real fast sell off and closed it. And then it continued going lower. So it could have made more on the downside. But again, this is so, between the 9:30 and 10 o'clock in the morning, there was so much volatility. Didn't mind keeping my tight target prices. Continue on. Again, now we're down here testing that 1 hour. Inside candle on that 1 minute on the bottom of the trend. Nice reversal. I did not take it. Probably got distracted. Yeah, missed it. So went here. This big green candle, I liked it because this inside candle on the bottom of the trend was seeming more like a bullish harmony. I think it's called harmony, bullish harmony. And then we had this breakout here above that. Excuse me. So this three candlestick pattern, big red candle, inside candle, and then this green candle took out that high, the inside candle, that red candle, leaving bullish bias, that pattern. So when that got done, I was looking for a break above this green candle to go long, and that's what I did. When this broke above it, I went long and closed out in that same minute. So another fast winner for a long position. And here's another trade. That was another short. I was seeing this consolidation. What I was thinking was a bearish stop hunt. So I waited till we broke below that here and took that short, and it got closed in that 1 minute. Another fast winner as a short. And I know most of my insight here is bullish bias. Again, I'm flexible to change in a heartbeat because again, this is a faster time frame, so there's opportunities. Again, the morning run up was really bullish. Certainly change for the New York session open. That's what happened in the New York session. Look at that tight consolidation. Again, limited news this morning in the U.S. markets. I think the UK banks are closed today, so it's a holiday in their country. And then this weekend, the United States has a holiday next Monday, Labor Day. So holiday weekend coming. A lot of economic news this week, which helps to know what's going on in other countries with their holidays and their financial instruments. Road and 10:01. So that was the last trade. Zoom out a little bit more, see how things are going, and started my trading session here. But these three I mentioned because they had huge volume. Very interesting. So look at this 1 minute chart, all bullish, strong like bull. Coming into here, the 9:30 session. Let's zoom in some more. 9:30, the New York session opened, a lot of volatility. It pumped it up. I thought I was going to get up to this big round number, 44.50. I was trying to target that. I was targeting it, but I never went up there. Might go there later today. Again, this quarter is 44.25. Red horizontal line also was acting as a key level when it broke above that. Nice. And then look what happened. It's that 1 hour high. Let's zoom in. 1 hour high there I labeled. Retested here again, and huge sell-off. Again, another opportunity. Look at this consolidation here. Break below that consolidation. Nice opportunity. Gone short. One could have gone short and a break below those. Nice. Big rundown. Wow. Nice. Went all the way back down to that 1 hour low. And big volume down here. So now they have a huge above average volume on the bottom. This is probably going to get retested again. It did get retested almost, well, it did get retested consolidation. So it may not be valid anymore, but it definitely works out. So that's some of the stuff I'm applying in my day trading financial instruments. And put this back on one more thing that should go on the 1 hour. So the 4 hour. So this is a 4 hour chart. Each candle is 4 hours. And this current 4 hour candle will be done at 1 p.m. New York time. So a little insight here. When I'm not day trading the futures, I'm also swing trading options. Apologize. There's a hurricane warning here. Might have to pack up and leave. So this panic selling last week. And then this retracement. So I'm thinking, looking here, possibly buying put options on SPY. We'll see how things go. Might be a day trade or a swing trade. Just because, again, that was a key level, midpoint there, testing it. And that's why I'm looking for a place to set up here for a bearish trade. Or I might just do something other with the other financial instruments in the market.